Hello, good morning, you guys, and welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. As you guys come into the room, please do hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel. I hope that you guys are doing okay. I know that I am. I always express the importance of hitting the like button because the like button helps to keep the video in the algorithm. So make sure you guys please like, share, subscribe, comment, and all of those wonderful, wonderful things. Okay. I hope that you all had a Merry Christmas. Okay. I know that I did. I got everything that I wanted. Okay. My mama really outdid herself. I feel like I need to get her another gift because I asked for that Coach backpack and I got a beautiful Coach backpack. It's I guess what you would call the patchwork. Okay, one of those new patchwork backpacks. Coach backpacks. I love it so much. I got my I got my cake mixer and I got my juicer and they got me the big juicer that I wanted. Okay. The only thing my no good daughter didn't get me my pots and pans stand. Okay. I got three gifts. I'm trying. There's four of them. I'm trying to figure out where, the other gift at. I guess because for some reason Amazon always beat her out of her money every year. I got to talk to her about that because I'm supposed to have four gifts. So I guess we'll talk about that today, child. She did. She ran in here so fast to drop the baby off yesterday. I didn't get a chance to ask her what gift did you get me? Okay, because y'all know she likes to play games. All right. Anyways, you guys, other than that, I had a very Merry Christmas. I want to let my moderators know I'm up early. It is y'all hear my grandbaby, okay? It is 5:34 and I'm getting their stuff ready to ship out because me and my grandbaby getting out. She's gonna be with me all day. We getting out early and rocking and rolling. The stores open up at 7 and we should be out of here by 7 or 8 in the stores. Okay. Anyways, I wanted to talk about straight drop. Okay, I've been I've had a lot of people reaching out to me, talk asking me about straight drops appeal, and it seems like to me that straight drop does have some type of an appeal. Let me pull it up. Okay, um, I want to pull that up. I want to pull it up because I want to talk about that appeal because I think people got a misunderstanding and it's cool too. People have the issues, confused sometimes and they have a misunderstanding of the law and how things actually work. And I've been working for the in the criminal justice system now for 25 years and sometimes I still have to get an understand. I'm starting to understand it better now since I've you know taken a real interest in it and being sitting in the courtrooms to get an understanding. And now that I major in law, so I'm getting a better understanding of it myself. Hold on one second. Let's pull something up. Um, let's see. Has there been? Let's see if there's been any motion with that. Lord have mercy. Y'all pray for me. It wakes up talking. It bees in the sleep talking. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so he had there was a notice of appeal on January 31st of this year, but since then Let's see, there was an order overruling motion for the new trial. Okay, he's been appointed a court-appointed attorney. And since then, really hasn't been any motion. Okay. But I mean, appeals take, can take a long time. I don't, straight. So I think a lot of people may have the issues confused as it relates to Justin Johnson. We know that Hernandez-Govan was tried, okay, and he was found not guilty, okay. Hold on, you guys. Okay. And he was tried and he was found not guilty. We know that Justin Johnson was tried by a jury of his peers and he was found guilty. And I think a lot of people feel like because Hernandez-Govan was tried by another set of jurors, okay, of his peers. Juju, tried by another set of jurors of his peers, that because he was found not guilty, that straight drop is going to go to trial again, get an appeal, and be found not guilty. That was a lot of evidence on straight drop. And so what a lot of people, that's what a lot of people forget. Okay. He had on the same clothes. There was a lot of things they didn't pull out the vault. Okay. I think the only thing about I think straight drop has bigger fish, probably all of them, to worry about, because there are quite a few other things more than likely. A straight drop was out there crashing out. There's probably more investigations going on, like federal investigations. And straight drop was involved in other situations other than YOUNGDOLPH's case, right? And from my understanding, but he's not. I mean, even if he was to go back to get a new trial on a technicality, there is so much evidence as it relates to straight drop. It's ridiculous. Cornelius put himself at the scene. He also said who he was in the car with. Okay. And there was video and evidence. Okay. That matched up with exactly what Cornelius said. So you had a set of jurors of his peers that was different than what Hernandez-Govan had. Okay. That felt like Cornelius was telling the truth, right? Hernandez-Govan had another set of prosecutors that I don't think was ready. Okay, they didn't do their research. They did not call the defense on their lies. Okay, hey, his defense team came up in there and they was animated. I don't think he could come back because he embarrassed them so bad. I don't think he could come back and win a case. He embarrassed the judges and the prosecutors. I think they put some of their top prosecutors on top of his head. I don't think he could come back if he was to come back and represent somebody else for a new murder. Okay, probably, but if it's going to be in the state court, okay. I don't think he can get with none of them federal lawyers anyways, because I works with them. I don't think he's going to be able to rock with them. They gets down. Okay, they don't play. They are, hey, and they play just as dirty as he do. Okay, so if just so happens some of them having to end up in federal court for something such as a RICO or train of what's the word that I'm looking for? Juju. a train of my grandbaby making me lose my thought. I ain't know if I had known she was gonna be this talkative. It's 5 something in the morning. I would have waited to do this video. Um, I'll say crime. Um, in the past, he's not gonna be able to come in town and get nobody off. Okay. Because they always have they have their stuff together. They do. They have their stuff together. They don't go into courtrooms half cocked. And I think what happened in Straight Drop's case was those attorneys was told, well, you got this in the bag, you know, instead of leaving Hagerman on both those cases and putting another vet attorney on the case, he sent them into the courtroom, 2 rookies. And I mean, and they showed that they were rookies, right? So I mean, I guess it was just in the cards for Govan to be found not guilty, right? It was just in the cards, okay? Um, it it wasn't because he wasn't. It was just in the cards for him to not be found not guilty. I believe y'all know I have to get spiritual. I believe that God allows things to happen because it can't happen because God unless God allows it to see how a person will handle it. And I don't believe that Govan has been smart or handled it right. Okay, because he got out and he immediately went on a smear campaign of the young man that they was accused of killing and allowed the hate that he had for him to ooze out of him. Okay, so I mean, but that's between him and God. Okay, um, because you know, whatever man sow it, that's just what they're gonna reap. But will Straight Drop get an appeal? I mean, he's everybody. When they're convicted, okay, at some point they go right in and try to get an appeal, right? I don't believe that Straight Drop is dumb one bit. Straight Drop had talked before, okay, and I don't think he's got no issues with talking again. Now, I'd always said, I don't know why nobody told me this, but I had always said that um this Straight Drop, as it relates to Straight Drop, I don't know why he put me in the mind of um Alpo. Shh, Juju, shh, puts me in the mind of Alpo. Okay, we remember Alpo that was in New York and he was killing everything moving, right? He was killing everything moving. Okay, he was just about really, no, just animalistic, charismatic person that would take out anybody. And I remember some of the guys saying that even some of the y'all know because I explored that. And I actually ended up one of the guys, Lou. I don't know how me and Lou ended up becoming, and we're still friends. He'll call me from time to time. Okay, from out of New York. But he liked to FaceTime. Like he'll call me like once or twice a year and like to FaceTime for like 3 hours. And then hey, we'll talk. He's a funny, cool guy. But he ran with them, right? And one of the things that hey, stop. One of the things that yeah, I've lost my thought. Y'all please excuse this video. I didn't know that my grandbabies were gonna do this. One of the things that the guys that was with Alpo said, and these were gangster guys that made them know that this dude was capable of doing anything that it was like he killed a woman. Like he just killed a woman in cold blood. And it's like, damn, damn, this man killing women, like he's turned into an animal. You know, they weren't rocking with that, and they was out in the street doing everything. But that's that particular guy said that's what kind of let him know, like, damn, he was telling folks, this guy right here do anything. He just killed a woman in cold blood because he thought she knew something. He thought she had seen something. I told y'all, real gangsters didn't move like that. They tried to finesse and love on the women and mac on them, but they sure weren't trying to kill them and harass them. Okay. And so for some reason or another, I've always felt like that this is going to be a situation like that, because Straight Drop may be looking at some other things, because I remind you all now, with the Howard Barnett's case, and I don't know what's going on with the Howard Barnett's case, because what I did was I felt like I did what I needed to do. I helped that family to God put that case in my brain, so that because he knew that it was nothing happening. Okay. I put contacted MPD, helped them to get an investigator on the case. They had not had an investigator on the case for 2 years. I went to church and put Paul Young, put a bug in Paul Young's ear. Paul Young was able to speak with his police director, and I do, I believe at some point, look at me, be quiet. Gigi doing something, so be quiet, okay? Okay? Gigi eats. Yeah, be quiet. So be quiet. Say shh. Okay? Okay, be quiet while Gigi. It's like I'm on the phone. I'm doing a video just like I'm on the phone, okay? Okay, so don't talk right now. And then when you get off, we're gonna talk. I'm gonna take you to Chick-fil-A, okay? Get you some French fries, okay? And so put a bug in the ear of his police director, and hey, I think that I think that ship has been, I don't know if the ship has been moving, but what did happen was, when I started doing some research on it, and when I talked with the MP, the last time I talked with him, and that's been a couple months ago, he when I went off on him so bad, because they wanted to say that Howard Barnett was they wanted to say that Howard Barnett could have been on the run, because Miss Rakayla had told him he had a warrant. Stop or whatever. And I looked in the system and saw that he did not have a warrant. I called the sheriff's office to see when was the last time he had a warrant. He did not have a warrant when he went missing, and all of that stuff. So I called the police investigator back and went off on him very badly. Okay, I was mad as hell. Because I knew at that point, just like those prosecutors in Govan's case didn't do a damn thing with research, they didn't do any research, right? He just read the notes, because looked at the 21 investigators that had been on the boy case, and that's when he told me, "Ma'am, you're gonna have to calm down. Listen, it's been so many people to call us and tell us." He said, "I spoke with the homicide investigators, and it's been so many people to. Do you know how many people that have called in and have been and given them information on alleged murders that this boy was involved in?" Okay, and that was his quote: "Alleged murders that this boy and this group of people have been involved in since the day that Young Dolph was unalive." So they're still having to sift through all of that, right? He said, and to include this, and then, well, the very last time I called back, one of the investigators that said that case is not in this bureau anymore. So I believe it has been upgraded to something. So that's one of the reasons why I say that. Okay, I'm not saying that he was involved in what happened to Howard Barnett. I don't know who was involved. At this point, whatever happened to him, I prayed, that I pray that his family finds out at some point, But I hope that the investigators and stuff are in contact with his family. But what I did was I backed up off of it, okay, because I know I can be aggressive, and I don't want to overstep my boundaries. And I feel like the investigators and stuff should be in direct contact with the family, right? And not me, so I don't know what's going on. Okay, so but I said all that to say this. I just, I just feel like I just feel like Straight Drop has bigger fish to fry, and I'm sure he knows that, right? And so when we think about Cornelius, everything that Cornelius said, it would have been different if he was putting lies into the atmosphere and it did not match. I think that's what people, well, Govan, they believe his testimony, Govan got off. We saw all the evidence for these damn what's the word that I'm looking for? Illiterate folks that don't know how to process information, right? I think that's a big problem. People don't know how to process information, and there's hopeful thinking. We saw there was so much evidence against Straight Drop, and it was a whole lot that he did not. Shh. It was a whole lot that he did not even. They did not even, you know, didn't have to bring to pull out the vault, okay, because Cornelius placed himself there. And why would he want to allow Straight Drop, out of all the people in the whole world, why would he want to lie on Straight Drop? As I said with Manny did a good job of just poking holes in what the truth was. It seemed like to me Cornelius was sedated, coupled with the prosecutors not being prepared and looking incompetent, and the jurors just being mad at Steve Mulroy anyways because they feel like he's doing a piss poor job. Okay. So yeah. So yeah, he got an appeal. He got an appeal January of this year. But does that mean anything? Is he'll I mean, if he get a whenever he get a new trial, and that could be 10 years from now if he ain't indicted on some federal charges. Okay, that could be 10 years from now. I think it's going to be the same thing, not unless he do what he was getting ready to do, or what he was doing when he was rocking with Ganguly, and that is tail, right? Throw himself a lifeline. And I don't think that he wants to. I don't think that he wants to even though he unalive people. I don't think he wants to be unalive. They don't be wanting to go to that gas chamber or the electric chair, because Tennessee still has the electric chair. And I kind of think what these people were involved in is so sad, though. That could probably, with the federal government, he might be looking at that. And so, I just get the wondering sometimes. Let's look at some stuff, because I ain't been in the loop. Yeah, that's what Govan told Stan G. I hollered. Govan, low down. He said, "You ain't in the loop." I hollered. I ain't in the loop, so I don't really know. Okay, what's going on at this point? But I get the wondering sometimes. Hey, what you throw back? You threw my iPad back there. I told you about throwing stuff in the. You just like your mama used to do that, like to throw stuff and hear it fall and back go to bed and couch. Why you throw my iPad back there? Okay, don't do that. Gigi don't want you to do that. Okay, we're gonna go to Chick-fil-A. Sit down. Shh, be quiet. Sit down. We're gonna go to Chick-fil-A in a few minutes. Okay, when it open. Whew. Time to call her mama. It's Gigi. It's Gigi ball. Look. Gigi. Lord have mercy. Gigi. Hold on, y'all. Let's look at something. Okay. Yeah, when her mama was a baby, she used to do the same thing. She'd take her bottle and take stuff and throw it in the back of the couch or on the side of the bed, her bottle, so she liked to hear it drop. I get to wondering. I wonder who was those people inside of that car. Y'all think the straight driver gonna sooner or later tell that, or maybe he already has or something? Could that be the reason why Devin Burns and Teasy became persons of interest? Okay, let's see. I mean, no doubt the car was stolen. So
and sent her the address to come get me.
Okay, you had used Justin's phone to text your girlfriend?
yeah, it was something I was looking for a child, but
When
my grandbaby done
y'all
made me
talked
lose
to
my train
Clay
of thought.
and he told y'all to move the car,
I was getting ready to show y'all something, but my grandbaby made me lose my train of thought. Okay. Um, but I know I wanted to show that was definitely Justin Johnson in the same clothes. I mean, you could make him out when he walked out. Okay. They got out of let's see. Hold on. Oh, this thing ain't acting right. Shit. Hold on, you all. Now we know that was Justin Johnson that walked out.
he's taking off the hoodie, is that right?
Taking off hoodie.
He doesn't have the hoodie on anymore, does he?
Nah. We had trying clothes.
Now they get there, and the boy jump out with the same clothes on. Straight Drop's brother has identified him and said that that was his brother that got out of this car. His mom, from my understanding, did some identifications. Okay, I'm trying to understand why people feel like because he was not convicted. What people don't understand was
Is that the
Straight
latest
Drop was
edition?
not convicted solely
Who's driving it?
on okay the testimony of Cornelius.
This woman
We
that
looking
we've
at
seen
all
earlier,
this
the
right
lost
here.
back, is that Justin's cousin?
Okay, that's Justin Johnson's cousin. Y'all think that they didn't go talk to her? Of course they went and talked to her, and she told them who pulled up and what happened. Okay, they had Cornelius as a star witness. They didn't even have to pull her in court.
Can stop it here.
That's him that just got up out of the car.
Driver just got out. Who's that?
Got on the same damn
You
pants.
got your shirt all messed up, don't
If
you?
that ain't good enough,
Why is that?
they went to where Straight Drop. He was dressed in the same thing when he was on the phone when they was telling him to go and knock Young Dolph down. Okay, when he was looking funny when he was over at the Sears Concord apartment building. Okay, and it's a darn shame that this young man, did this, but he was being sent out to do it. Okay, by older men. Okay, because they were the ones that was going to benefit. Straight Drop was never going to be a star. He could have had some type of motion, but he wasn't going to be a star. It was not going to work out because that bad karma that they had created and killing this boy was not going to allow it. Okay. So, yes, he got an appeal. But if he's ever to go back to trial and appeals take so long, now he might get a quick appeal. Okay. He might go back quickly. But I bet you them federal charges gonna drop. So he probably don't, because see, when you don't, with the type of stuff that these folks have done, from what I'm told, if I was them, I would go crawl under a damn rock. Okay, Straight Drop ain't no damn fool now. He probably act like one, but he's not one. And does it mean that he's gonna get a new trial and be found not guilty? Hell no. Straight Drop is never coming home again. Okay. And I think in the process of all of the crimes and the sins that he has committed, there's gonna be a few more to be probably that's gonna be indicted, and they ain't never coming home no more either on some of these crimes that they have committed. Because from my understanding, it's plenty of more murders. Who I don't know. Okay, but that's just a rumor in the streets. Okay, in the YouTube streets, I say that. So I don't know if it's true or not. But if I had to bet, it probably is true. You can't hear her with that. Okay, be nice, be nice. You don't want her to growl at you now. Anyways, y'all, I got to get off of here. I know this video is all chopped up because my baby done. I got to go get her something to eat, y'all. Oh Lord. Anyways, you guys, I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. I might do this video over. I may upload it, or I may just do it over when she go home. Okay. If not, then I may do a live talking about this, because I think it's only right since it's so chopped up. Y'all heard my grandbaby more than you heard me in this video. Okay. But anyways, I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. If you like support the channel, you could definitely support the channel via Cash App.